about Oscar and we saw the Horn ban, the Gnar ban, but Jax we see another time here today in the LEC.
Yeah, I think you've already kind of hit on the Alistar being that setup tool, so this is more to give Oscar in the comfort in the side lanes and see if you can beat that crash down available, which is kind of the shield you want for a potential dive, but level 3 on Oscar in.
Mount up instead, it's now run its course, so no flip back yet. In fact, the counter-strike, well done. I was wrong, but Alvaro didn't get the mount up anyways. Oscar in now is trying to buy space. Super starts auto-attacking, takes a turret shot, the flash, ignite down, they're out of turret range, but Oscar in uses the ward, but Super playing leg.
Sorry, the recurve bonus back pocket, so Fnatic trying to attack him immediately.
Oh, Alvaro goes over the wall. There's a root caller, gives Mickey a way in as well. The crash down on the spot, but Mickey gets a pulverize in return. Upset is fighting it out with Super, and Super's winning. A hail of arrows to get the slow, lethal tempo forward.
Keep control of that top side enough for LUA to get the Void Grub. So nicely orchestrated here by Movistar Koi in the early stage. Jojo hasn't been able to really contest a lot of the movements. So even here you can see...
Flash from Mickey against the wall, and I see a cow who's leveraged Super against the wall, still there. Daisy now joins in, and a bullet time that Super can't escape from. His flash was up in 5 seconds, and it's a well-utilized time from Fnatic.
Really well played by Fnatic, playing off that tiny timing window there to pick up the kill. Now Jojo gets the flash from Humanoid.
He does, and Elyoy is here to help out as well. And Impale, that hits somehow. Hitbox a little bit OP as the shuffle down. Gravity Storm is great, but can Jojo contest? Razork has got Daisy back up and available, but as Daisy enters the rift once again, Koi have a good position, now almost getting 2 grubs.
Yeah, still though, Alvaro's very far from his team.
Yeah, he might be dead actually. Humanoid is also far from his team. He gets shuffled by Jojo, but the gravity field again does a bit of work. Chaos Storm can't finish him off though, and that's the first kill. Now, grubs reset, 2 still up and available as Koi look for the next part of the fight.
Alvaro on the flank though, only just spotted out by Mickey. Mickey needs to keep him out.
Crash down is good, but Mickey has done his job. Bullet time there, but Alvaro flashes before he gets a final hit. Bullet time caught midway as Elyoya comes through. Mirwan gets a flash out of Upset, who's running for his life. Fnatic are losing this fight despite the low health bars from Koi. As a flip back from Mirwan is exceptional. The kill goes down, duly given credit as Koi again swim in their own pond.
Movistar Koi were so low on the health bars, but the quicker trigger pull from Mirwan to get into the fight, the better positioning on the TP, and the fact that Humanoid just got completely caught out at the early stage of that fight means they're able to win out. Power off the back of this, so good call by Jojo Pyun to follow up here, and here we go.
Against the wall, misses though. A counter-strike now subdues him, and Elyoya has to flash away. Not perfect, but the teleport can't be cancelled even though the turret's gone, and who cares if it was? Humanoid bursts into the scene, and against the wall, a mistake by Elyoya who's left alone, but the Impale, is it enough is the new question as he gets out with a sliver of his life, and somehow Koi are making it work. Super doesn't get
to enable him in these fights, and same with Jojo Pyun, just making sure that they are constantly safe and dealing the DPS if they need to.
And in such a good position, Dragon now taken, spawning a Mountain Soul here when they have Cassante, Skarner, Rel. A good front-to-back comp, feels good as Alvaro actually might be caught out against the turret though.
Mickey, no!
That was not right. Dagda, I think they didn't want to...
Mickey for saving him. It will be Oscar in though in a side lane catching stuff out as...
Hello, Daisy.
Okay, got the interrupt, so will complete too far out of position to really try and follow up an upset, +1 reset, so this is going to be a 4th objective now, going over towards Movistar Koi, and
we've seen this Jojo going to walk into the gravity field. He cares not because the setup's there. Alvaro flashes, gets a Magnet Storm, holds them in place. Super does the same with Chain's Corruption, but it only eventually gets Humanoid as he's out of range. Now Teleport as Fnatic want to look for a turn. Oscarin sets it up, but it's met by an Impale. Ulti on the way out, damage being done, but they can't get the job done again until Mirwan under turret says no! Humanoid gets in range. Blinking health bars everywhere. A root caller gets it onto Super, but a knockback says no again. Fnatic evil geniuses as well. When he was alongside people like Inspired, previously Rogue in the past at LEC as well. I mean, Jojo...
On towards this third dragon.
They really don't do they. Fnatic are going to try and contest. They started with a TP, but as Herald is going to be summoned in the midst of it to make a 6th man, Fnatic now think about how they get in from this choke. Dragon looked away from Koi instead, looking for an engage. Poke is there. Mickey starts it off, but he just presents himself for another Heartsteel stack. Backs off, and Fnatic can't make a decision. Mirwan gets a stun back as well. The gravity field stuns no one, and in goes Jojo! Dun, dun, da, 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 da. He is dead! Dagda, Mad Koi has still found themselves though. Running forward, Mirwan with a flip back, but even though they find Jojo, It's a golden win for the rest of Koi.
I mean, is it a beautiful end to the anime though, as Yoya wants to try and go a little deeper. We'll get stunned up. No support.
Steal
Super to follow.
though, yoink, another stack goes down the range. Almost connects with Oscar and Fnatic are back in their base.
Over-committing with TPs to plays that they shouldn't have, and this was the worry, was could Mickey insane buff as you go through the enemy base, so Oscar in trying desperately to get in position, but there's no ult for upset. This is a bit risky for Fnatic.
Getting stun after stun, no smite, of course, means that the risk stops there as Humanoid looking to get shuffled on, flashes away. Jojo now just auto-attacking, goes golden with the Chaos Storm in the middle of the wave, but again, Koi have taken another one to bite the dust, and that Chaos Storm is not going to get the kill either. Koi just keep getting
Ultimates anymore.
It's going to get flashy for someone like Jojo as well, and what a debut. Dagda, I know the hype that came from Fnatic. I know that the hype that was there, saying they could be better than teams like G2, are they the best? Right now, people are questioning, like, hang on a minute. What do we think of Koi? What do we think of Fnatic now?
But the problem is, if Jojo Pyun just rocks all the European mid laners, like he's just beating Humanoid, does that mean that he just gets to rub all those old tweets in our face? Like, we kind of need him to be a little bit humble.
Right.
You can't just come into the region and just ruin everything, you know?
Cash, you got a big task to do. You got a lot to say. But for now, Humanoid little here in this game where he hasn't been able to play out his Victor. Been able to stack much as Oscar in him with a stun. This is a hope. He's got Grandmaster's Might on top of Meowin, but the rest of Koi are running in. Jojo does it again, but this time more members feel the sting as he sits in, takes no damage, and Upset tries to beat him some, but Jojo rocks up into a bullet time and will withdraw to play it back again.
And this is spectacular from Jojo Pyun. This is how you use the Atacam buff, setting up your team spectacularly to take 2 of these inhibitors with the Baron buff. And honestly, they might even be able to take a Nexus turret or 2. Now, Nexus turrets do respond, but does this game last 3 more minutes? I don't really think so.
I'm just wondering if Jojo can get there before they try and end the game. Here we go, all in from Alvaro, doesn't connect. Meowin the same as well. Oscarin gets backline access, but does he have enough damage? He's swayed once more and broken down. GA pops, but Super here to auto as Mickey tries to delay the inevitable. That GA should give him a little bit more to play through as Meowin and Super still left standing, and look at Super having the time of his life on this virus. He blights one and takes another. A GA to send them back as Fnatic are left with no Nexus turrets.
There is nothing in the base of Fnatic, and what makes it worse is this. Well, Fnatic are gonna maybe need to find proof in the pudding here because they need something to go their way.
They need an entire cake at this point, Dagda, and if they could eat it too, they'd probably be given the time to look at those respawning Nexus turrets. There's a nice flip back. Mickey looking for his last engage. Chain of Corruption, flash away, and nicely done from Super. An exceptional debut for him this year as well, as you might be surprised, but everyone looked at this roster as one to prove the point. They went to Worlds last year, but they're looking to take a championship with it too, as they beat